All right, let's look at how to do basic arithmetic using assembly language. So first of all, I'm going to start with a program called add subtract.asm. And in it, I'm going to create a section called data. And in this data section, I'm going to have a string, just a string, and I'll make it a list of bytes. And I'll just have it print value x. So I'm going to replace the x with an actual number and then have a new line character at the end. All right, next I'm going to create my global start. So I need a dot section global underscore start. And then I need to actually have my start. Okay. In the start, I'm going to do a couple things. I'm going to be using the RAX and RBX registers for basic math. So I'll do MOV RAX, and I'll put the number 3 in there. So that would be my first value. Now, RAX is usually used as a return value. So you'll see that later on when we do multiplication and division, but RAX tends to be the return value for a lot of things. So just maybe get in the habit of doing that. Then in my second register, RBX, I'm going to put the value 2, and that will be my second value. And then I'm going to add them together. So do add RAX, RBX. So what happens is the RAX register gets the value of the addition operation of RAX and RBX. So this would be equivalent to an RAX plus equals RBX. Next, because this is a number, so this will be the number 5, and the number 5 doesn't really display well as text, we're going to add a number to it. So we'll do add RAX 48. 48 just happens to be the value of the decimal character of 0. So we're adding 5 to 0, which will give us the decimal character of 5. So we're basically just converting this to ASCII. And now we want to take this number that's in RAX and put it into our string up here. Now we got the string, we got values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 is the position of the x. All right, so we'll put it in there, we'll do move, and we're going to give it the location of the string plus 7 because it's in position number 7. And we don't want to put the RAX, the full RAX register, because that would be larger than a character. So we'll just put the AL register, which is the just 8 bits of the RAX register, which will give us our number 5. So we will put the result character in the X place. All right, now we want to go ahead and print that out. So we're going to need to move into, let's make a comment here, print value string. So we're going to move into the RAX register, the value 1, which is for the system call for the system write. Sys write. And we're going to then move into the RDI register. Move RDI, the value of 1, because we're printing out to standard out. So stdout. And then we're going to move into RSI register, the value of our, well, the location of our string. So string. And then we want to move into the RDX register, the length of the string. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the number is 9. And then we'll do a syscall. After we have done our syscall, we want to then exit the program. So we'll do exit. And so we move into the x86, which is our sys exit. We want to move into the RDI, our return value of 0. And then we want to do a syscall. And that is all we do for this program. So let's go ahead and assemble this. We're going to go ahead and let's do a basic makefile. So in the basic makefile, we want to list the program we're going to be making. So we'll do add sub, and add sub is going to be requiring the add sub.o, and we want to do an LD add sub minus o add sub, but we need to create the add sub.o. And the way we do that is using add sub.asm. And then we're going to go ahead and use NASM to generate this ELF 64-bit binary, and we're going to be using add sum.asm, and we're going to be creating the object file add sum.o. All right. So what'll happen is it'll say we need this thing right here. It's going to look and say, do we need this? We need that. We need to create it first, and it'll look and see if this thing's changed. Then it's going to use NASM in order to create the object file, and then from the object file, it's going to link it, and then you'll have this thing right here. And we do a little clean thing here because we like that. And we're just going to do remove add sum.o add sum add sum. And we're using Emacs, so we will use this at the end, and we'll just move minus F right here so it doesn't print any errors. All right, so this right here, if I do a make, it will run this add sum. Oh, maybe I should do add sub and not add sum, add sub. I somehow got changed in there. All right, add sub. All right, so now I've got add sub. We're going to run add sub, and we can see it's a value of 5. And that's great. Now we want to go ahead and change this so we can see some other ones. So let's do nano, switch to nano, add sub.asm. All right, so in here we have a couple of different options. So I'm going to go ahead and comment this thing out. Say, well, what if I don't want to add them? Well, I could also do something different. I could do an increment RAX. So that would increment RAX, and that would be the equivalent of doing an RAX ++. So RAX is 3, and this will make it 4. So I'll go ahead and run that. You can see 4. All right. So we can do increment. We can also replace this, and we can do a subtract. So I want to take 2 and subtract it from 3. So do RAX, RBX, and that will be the equivalent of doing RAX minus equals RBX. So we'll do that. Try that one out. So that should give us a value of 1, because 3 minus 2 is 1. And you can also, in addition to incrementing, you can also decrement. So we'll do a decrement, dec, RAX, which is the equivalent of doing RAX minus. So that should take it from 3 down to 2. And we can run this, and you can see the value is 2. So this is how you can do basic addition and subtraction using these, well, assembly language. If you want to do longer numbers than a single character, you actually have to encode it. So that's why we're only doing single digit mathematics. There you go.